Fourth consecutive start for Blake Alexander, who got married to the lovely Leah last October, looking for his first round win against what has been the best car on race day. Oh, but not this race day.
Oh, man.
That's an upset. Blake Alexander wins.
Blake makes a nice run of 4:15, but Del Worsham, as you said, on race day, he had the best average elapsed time, but boy, the car went right up in smoke. You take another look at it, the car washed out towards the wall. That didn't help things, upsets that rear tire, and then blows him off early in the run.
And who does Blake Alexander race for? How about Paul Smith? Now what will happen when Blake Alexander and Tommy Johnson hit the loud pedal? Moments away from figuring that out.
Well, I mean, TJ, we talked about the fact that he had such a good car the first two races. Struggled a little bit here, but then came back and ran pretty good in the first round. So Blake Alexander, though, he made that nice pass of 4:15, just went right down the racetrack. Typical Paul Smith tune-up to get that win in the first round over a tire-smoking Del Worsham.
Stat guy, Lewis Bloom.
Blake Alexander, you mentioned, got married last October to the lovely Leah. How about his wedding ring? A titanium valve that was made into a ring by the very talented Johnny West, former funny car racer, former crew chief, a guy who could do it all.
Blake Alexander doesn't know when he's going to race again after today. He has a meeting with a potential sponsor next week, and he hopes that goes well. But right now, his plans are not to be at the 4-wide, where I believe he was runner-up last year.
You got 3 opportunities to do that, though, right? Somebody's going to win, but then there's 3 others.
Oh, hang on, Blake.
Whoa.
Don't cross the line. Don't hit the
easy,
wall.
Kid, easy.
Ew.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Numbers, they don't matter here.
They don't put rearview mirrors on these cars, so he didn't have any idea what had happened to TJ. But the focus for a driver in that situation is get that thing to the finish line as quick as you can. And part of that is not without crossing the center line. The thing is, you want to be squared up when you go and hit the throttle. TJ obviously broke something to hit the throttle. I didn't see any tire smoke whatsoever. Blake, though, kept it off the wall, kept it off the center line, and as a result, he's moving into the semifinals.
How cool would it be to win your first ever national event, Wally, right here in the Gator Nationals? Blake Alexander or John Hale? One of those guys is going to have that opportunity. Which one will it be? Come on back, find out. Funny Car Semis next. The NHRA Meliello Drag Racing Series enjoying the sun down at Auto Plus Raceway, Gainesville, Florida, for the Amelie Motor Oil NHRA Gator Nationals. Semifinals in funny car. First pair will feature Blake Alexander and John Hale. And coming up after that will be on caps Tim Wilkerson. If your driver has a yellow mark next to their name, then they've got lane choice. What's cool for Blake and for John, they have the opportunity to grab their first career win ever. The last time Mike Dunn in funny car, a driver grabbed their first career win in Gainesville, it was Bob Tasca. The same Bob Tasca that's going to be back at the 4-wide Nationals. That's cool. And he had even a cooler stat. The last guy to do it before Bob Tasca, how about Frank Hawley, 82.
Wow.
Good stuff.
That's very cool. Right now, all eyes are on the starting line here. Who's going to get to the final? Will it be Blake Alexander or John Hale? John Hale really struggled to get to this point, although he did make a pretty good run. His best run of the weekend in the previous round with a 4:19. First time he's been over 250 miles an hour. He went 277. Blake Alexander went that 4:15 in the first round. He needs to try to do that again right now and cut a good light, and he's got a good shot at it.
Well, the driver's names may be relatively new, but not Big Jim Dunn or Paul Smith, the men who tune these machines. Blake's got problems. And how about John Hale? It's not